Hi guys, welcome to my first official pregnancy vlog. So I have a bunch of questions to answer for you guys, and this is just gonna be like a general update before I start like my actual week-to-week update. So in this video I'll talk about all my symptoms that I've been having so far. I'll tell you exactly how far along I am, my exact due date and all that stuff. And then starting next week I'll have all of the 8 weeks pregnant, 9 weeks pregnant, like those kind of videos. So this is just gonna be the first video that's like answering everyone's questions that I've been seeing. First of all, I wanna say thank you so much. There was a huge, and I mean thousands and thousands of comments of people just congratulating us and saying how happy they are for us. And I just wanna thank you guys so much for all of your positivity. It means so much to us, and it just makes us even that much more excited to share this journey with you guys. So I'm gonna start with the basics. Okay, so today is Wednesday and I am 7 weeks and 3 days pregnant. My weeks turn over on Sundays, so that means that like on Easter Sunday I was exactly 7 weeks. My official due date is November 13th of 2016, and I found out that we were expecting probably just over 2 weeks ago. I had to have been roughly around 5 weeks, I think, when I found out. And so that brings us to the question of, how did I find out? In the past, we have gone back and forth about having one of our own. At one point, I was very stern about, I don't want any more. I think we both kind of knew that we were gonna want one together eventually. So people are asking why now? Originally, I was planning on conceiving around early summer. It did happen a little quicker, which I should just expect. You just look at me and I get pregnant, I swear. I had just started charting and doing all that stuff this month, and I didn't even get to chart a full cycle before I ended up pregnant. I originally was gonna wait and I was gonna do like TTC vlogs, and I was like so excited about doing all that stuff, and then I ended up pregnant way sooner than expected. So, but to answer your guys' question, yes, we did want a baby in this time frame. And the reason why we wanted it in this time frame and not later and not sooner is because of school. And a lot of people are like, oh, what happened to school? I thought you were going to school. What's up with that? And having another child isn't gonna stop me. So if anyone's concerned about that, I've been going to school full-time with 4 children. 5 is not gonna mess me up. It's not gonna slow me down. And actually the timing right now, in our opinion, is probably the best time to have one. And I'll explain why. After taking 1 year off, I didn't realize how close I was to getting this degree, getting this particular degree. I had no idea that I was gonna finish this semester. So this is kind of hard to explain because all schools are a little bit different. I will be graduating at the end of this semester, and in the long run, I'm eventually going to be transferring so I can get a higher degree. So the thing is, in order to transfer by fall semester, you have to apply by a certain date. So considering I just went back last semester and I didn't see a counselor until this semester, I had no idea that I was this close to being done. I thought I needed more classes than I apparently did. And I'm glad that I went and saw a counselor to clarify that. I missed the deadline to transfer by this fall. That being said, I cannot transfer to get my higher degree until next fall of 2017. And since I'm done with this degree this semester, I pretty much have a year to kill. I'm considering still taking classes like in the summer, probably not the fall, and then maybe next spring, but none of them are ones that I need to transfer or for my degree. It would just be something to help me in the long run, or something that that could be useful to me in the future. Considering I have such a long time frame, we kind of figured, why not just have one right now? Because once I go back, I'm hoping to get everything done a lot quicker than I have up to this point. Once I transfer, I'll have however many semesters there, and then I'll go into the credential program, and then I'm gonna wanna start teaching. I'm not gonna wanna take a break. With the information being so new, I think I'm just gonna wanna go straight into the profession that I'm going for. We obviously agreed that we did want one together. It was planned. The timing is a tiny bit off, but it was planned. You can't deny that. And so for people who are confused, that's kind of where I'm coming from as far as the timing of it all. And on top of all that, I don't want to have a big gap. I kind of want to get it all over with and then have our family complete, and then just roll with life after that. Like kind of go through the pregnancies, get everything done. That way you don't have to like start all over. You don't have to do it from the beginning again. And there's a couple other things that influenced it that I'm not gonna get into right now. But overall, we just figured that right now is the best time for us, and we are so happy. Everybody in our family is so happy. All of our friends are so happy. We cannot wait to complete our family with this. And then that brings us to another question. People are asking, do you want more kids after this? And my answer to that is no, I do not want any more. This is my last one. So take it in, take a deep breath, because there's no more babies for me. Big families are not for everyone. People are like, I have 2. I cannot even imagine having more than 2 or having 5 or 7 or whatever. And trust me, I get it. I totally get it. I have always wanted a big family. I never really saw myself having this many, but I have always loved the idea of a big family, and this is just what I want. I feel like being a mother is my calling. I absolutely love it, and I know that that's probably hard for some people to understand and wrap your head around. It's like, why another? My answer to that is it's just not for everyone. This is how our family was supposed to be. So going back to the actual pregnancy, I did not tell anybody that I was pregnant besides Chris. He knew right away. If you've been following me for my past pregnancies, you know that my body is just weird. It's just never been regular, not just from having babies, but forever. My body has always just been like irregular. So when I found out, I wasn't really expecting it. It kind of caught me off guard. Then we kept the secret until 2 days before Easter. We announced it to our family at the twins' birthday, because that is the only time where we had Chris's parents, my parents, everybody that really mattered to us together at the same place. I'll post that video at some point, but I did videotape that. I do have that documented, of course. And then we didn't tell anyone else besides our close family and friends who were at the twins' birthday party until Easter Sunday. I've never waited so long to announce a pregnancy. I've always kind of just like told everyone right away. So I feel like there's like a lot to catch up on. A few days after I found out, I called up my midwife that I had with Landon, and I made an appointment with her, and I met with her a few days later. We were trying to figure out due date. At that point, I hadn't had an ultrasound yet, and so she scheduled an ultrasound for me for the following Monday, which was like 3 days later, and that's when I got my first ultrasound, and that's where I was dated to be 6 weeks and 1 day at the time. Let me get the ultrasound. This is the first one that we got, and this is when I was 6 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and the baby already had a heartbeat, and it was so, I wasn't really expecting it to have a heartbeat that early. And to answer everyone's questions, there is only one. I don't know what I would do with twins again. This is the picture that we used in the announcement, but that's the little blob right there. You can see, that's the blob, and you can see the little arm buds on the side. And then at the time, you could see the little heartbeat flickering. It was so sweet. And the heartbeat was 112 beats per minute, and this was at 6 weeks and 1 day. And the ultrasound tech said that the heart would have just started beating probably just a couple days before that. And then we got a couple other views. This is pretty much the same one, but like further away. That one as well. So that one you can see the yolk sac, and the baby is right outside of it. I don't know, the yolk sac is right there, and then the baby is the little dot right on the outside of it. So those are the ultrasound pictures that we have, and Chris did get a video just like with his phone of the ultrasound, so I'll probably post that as well, and you can see that there's definitely only one in there, and then you can see the little heartbeat flickering and stuff like that. As far as symptoms go, I didn't start getting sick until probably the middle of my 6th week. That's when I started feeling a little nauseous. I have yet to throw up though. I feel like, and I really don't want to jinx this, knock on wood, I have been less sick with this pregnancy than I have with any of my other pregnancies. With the twins, I was just terrible. I could just remember I would throw up. It was absolutely terrible. With Landon, I was really sick too, and I think with Lilia, I was really sick. I'm going to say that that's because I'm more busy. I think I just don't have time to get sick, and so my body's just kind of like taking it like that. When I do get sick though, when I do feel nauseous, it's always at nighttime. I always get night sickness, which is, again, I'm pretty sure all of my other pregnancies were morning sickness. So I'm not sure if I'm remembering correct on that, but I'm definitely having night sickness with this pregnancy. So far anyway, I'm only 7 weeks and 3 days. So I'm probably jinxing myself as I speak. My other main symptom that I've been having, and this I don't remember ever having, I am cold all the time. I don't know, it seems like a weird symptom to have, so I'm not sure if it's like pregnancy related, or I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm literally cold all the time. I'm always freezing cold. On top of being cold, I am extremely tired, And that, I'm sure, is in part to being in school full-time and having 6 kids already. I will literally sit down on the couch at the end of the day and just pass out. Like, I'll just pass out on the couch, and like I can't help myself. Like, I can feel my eyes closing and I can't stop them. I am so tired. I have been having cravings. My main cravings have been meat. Meat, like ham, bacon, even like hot dogs, which aren't very good for you. I'm not endorsing that. Steak, chicken, meat, and I think just protein in general, because also like eggs and stuff like that. I've just really been craving the meat, and I'm sure that's because it's what my body is telling me that I need. I've just been all about meat, and I definitely have not been into sweets at all. I'll think of having like a dessert at the end of the night because I'm like, I deserve it, I'm pregnant, right? You can always blame it on being pregnant, and I just don't want it. It just doesn't sound appealing to me. So I've definitely been all about the meats. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is boy or girl. I'm pretty sure I'm going to let like 300,000 people down if this is a boy, but to be honest, I kind of want a boy. I know everybody is like, oh, I hope it's a girl, I hope it's a girl, I hope it's a girl. And part of me does hope it's a girl too, but if it's a boy, I'm gonna be happy with that too. And it's hard to explain. It's two like completely different things. I really like the dynamic that I have with having all boys and one girl, and I would not be disappointed in any way, shape, or form if I had another boy. On the other hand, it would be awesome to have a girl. I would love to do the little bows again, and Lilia, oh my god, Lilia is begging me. Ever since I told her, she was like, it's a girl, it's a sister, I need a sister. Ever since I told her, she's like, it's a girl, it's not a boy, mom. Big Caden says it's a boy, he wants it to be a boy. Tommy wants it to be a girl, Kyson wants it to be a girl, Caden wants it to be a girl. So pretty much my whole family except Big Caden and then half of me is wanting a girl. It's so much fun having girls, but I have a girl, you know? It's not like I don't have any girls, so I would not be let down in any way if this was a girl. I love my boys. I love my boys. So definitely boy or girl, doesn't matter. But on that note, I really don't kill me. I really don't want to find out what I'm having. And Chris is not letting that happen. Chris is like, I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna drag you down to the ultrasound place and we're gonna find out what you're having. You don't have to know, but I wanna know. And I really, truly, honestly don't wanna find out. I just think it would be the coolest experience ever if we just waited and didn't know what it was. We already have both. I don't know, I just don't see any harm in it. I just would absolutely love waiting, but that's still a long ways down the road. I still have a lot of convincing to do with him, so I'm not sure whether or not we're gonna find out. I just think it would be so cool if we waited. So I think that actually might be all for this video. I'm sure I missed a lot of things. Ask your questions down below and I will try to answer them in my next vlog, and if I think of anything else, I'll put them in my next vlog. So this is officially my 7-week pregnancy vlog. I just realized that I don't have my measuring tape. I know I always measure my stomach, so I will try to find a way to get one, but for now I'll just show you guys my belly. I don't feel pregnant. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel pregnant at all. Like, I really, besides the symptoms that I'm having, I don't physically feel pregnant yet. So any kind of pooch that you see is not a baby. It's the weight that I put on when I got the IUD that never came off. I'll show you guys my belly, but honestly, it's not baby at all. This is a baggy shirt, so I'll kind of lift that up. Here's with the shirt on. Here's with the shirt up. I promise this is just my skin from having a million kids. And yeah, that is what it looks like so far. This is it. Go away.
What kind of show am I missing out on?
So that's what we're working with so far. You're gonna come say hi. So that is it for this video, guys. And let me know if you have any questions. Put them down in the comments below and I'll answer them for my next vlog. You stop.
I'm not even looking at you.
Turn around. So I think that is it, and I will talk to you guys for my next video. Bye.